Okay, so here we go again. Another day. The daily candle on the SPY looks like a little drop of green paint. Out of the last, 6 days, you have one that actually maybe looks like an actual candlestick. Most of them are just, we're in a kind of slow melt up in the market. The tough thing, man, about being a day trader is like you get these long, at least in the recent days, you get these long periods of boredom in the middle of the day where like nothing's moving. But at the same time, you don't want to get up and go get a box of raisins or something because you're scared you're going to miss maybe one news blurb and one great entry. And it might be your only shot for the day. So it's kind of an aggravating environment. And it's almost more draining than if I were taking a bunch of trades, right? Because you just got to stay focused. It's like trying to stay really hyper focused watching paint dry. It's not that easy. Having said that, Playboy, PLBY. I think I tweeted today something like Playboy. I have great memories of Playboy from when I was a kid, and now I'm making great memories as an adult. I had a huge trade in this one yesterday, and then again today. You can see my screenshot. I called PLBY, fives, buy zone, whole number flush idea, and that was as it was coming down. Whole number flush meaning below 32. You can see I had this is an actual screenshot of my trade. Had a bid in at 31.87. I got filled right there at 31.87, and it ended up just ripping after that. So that's really my only highlight from today. I think there was a couple others, but overall, I'm trying to think. I had pullback plays in, I think RBLX as well. But overall, just a really kind of a boring day, although I made some nice money. All right. Anyway, don't overtrade a boring market. I can tell you that. That's my best advice. What are we watching for tomorrow? VT, 255 million shares, an insane volume, closing off its highs, but we'll watch for a follow today and that tomorrow. Remember, I'm in cash every night, so looking for things that might give me an A-plus setup tomorrow. Bitcoin's strong, but none of the Bitcoin-related stocks were strong, I don't think, anywhere except for Riot. So you can kind of picture a trend line if you follow my cursor here. From here to this recent high, probably to this recent high, and it's kind of breaking a trend line. Now, does that mean it's going to have another big day tomorrow? We don't know, right? But it's one of the stronger Bitcoin plays, so we're going to keep an eye on that one. RICE had a sell-off and then turned back up, and I think I gave the idea through 16 long with the high of day just above. And it only went to 16.33, but could have had a little trade there. Anyway, I do want to watch that one. It's been really strong lately and certainly a nice intraday bounce today. CBLI, nice little mini breakout today. You can tell it wasn't on really strong volume for the stock, but if you go to 5-minute candles, most of the volume came at the end of the day. That's why. So I don't know if it had news or was getting pumped, but the daily chart's kind of interesting for a potential follow-through day tomorrow. NET, nice rip today on news and a pretty strong close. I mean, closing a good couple bucks off the highs, but we're going to watch for a follow-through day on that one. RMO goes back on bounce watch. Now it's almost round tripped. It makes me like it less, but they certainly had a nice headline on this day. And so this pullback to me still could be viable if we get a proper intraday setup tomorrow. Didn't get one today. Rail, another red day. We had it on bounce watch coming to today because it had this really strong move, pulling back on declining volume into what we call the buy zone. Well, today it just sold off again. It didn't give it a trade, but actually kind of closing right around the 20-day. So certainly worth watching for a turn back up tomorrow. CLOV, kind of similar. Had the big pop a few days ago. And no trades in it today, but it goes back. It hasn't round tripped and held up okay today. Definitely want to watch it tomorrow. As a matter of fact, today, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, topped out at the whole number 8. So this is kind of interesting through 8 tomorrow if that happens. SEEL, really strong move back here. And now we're 4 days lower on pretty low volume right into that buy zone. Want to watch that one for a turn back up tomorrow. FTCV, really strong move, couple red days, big bottoming tail though, but certainly a nice intraday bounce. We'll look for that intraday bounce that occurred today to continue tomorrow, again, only with a proper intraday setup. And then UTSI is my last one, which went out in after hours at 2:08, so a possible gap play tomorrow. And that's it. I'm going to leave it short and sweet tonight. We'll look for gappers in the morning to add to this list. And, let's do what we always do, work together tomorrow in the chat room. Hopefully have a nice day. All right, I'm done babbling. See you tomorrow.